Richard Hammond has expressed that he is so excited as he announces his new work project following his grand tour exit, and it involves James May. Hammond, May and Clarkson have filmed their final scenes for the grand tour. Ahead of the final special of the grand tour later this year, Richard Hammond has already revealed the new work project that will be taking up space in his diary moving forward. After 2 decades of presenting as a trio on Top Gear, the grand tour, Hammond, Jeremy Clarkson and James May announced last year they decided to call time on their on-screen project and move on to pastures new. While Clarkson has a 4th series of Clarkson's Farm to keep him busy, and May continues his Our Man In series for Amazon, Hammond has got a new project away from the screen lined up. The 54-year-old, who recently opened up on his decision to end the grand tour, has joined forces with his daughter Isabella, aged 23, to launch a brand new podcast. And despite only filming their grand tour scenes a few months ago, Hammond has already enlisted the help of May to appear as a special guest in one of the first 3 episodes. Ahead of the launch podcast titled Who Are We Now?, Hammond took to Instagram to share the exciting news with a post. He also released an official statement via Global where he said, "I'm so excited to be launching the new podcast with my wonderful daughter Izzy. After my accident in 2006, I spent a lot of time looking out of my hospital window, questioning my emotions, thoughts, life decisions, you name it. Ever since, I've been on a pretty big journey of self-discovery. Some Izzy might call a midlife crisis, but what does that even mean? That's exactly the kind of thing we are going to delve into in the podcast. We can't wait for you to hear what we've got lined up. Expect lots of openness, laughs, and Izzy putting me in my place." On the podcast's own page, Hammond and his daughter issued a joint statement expressing their delight for the new venture. "We are so excited to share our brand new podcast, Who We Are Now," the duo began. Having suffered a rather dramatic brain injury in 2006, Rich spent a lot of time putting his brain back together. This got us thinking. While Rich has been very open about what's going on upstairs in his brain, lots of us are not. Enter Rich and Iz. Our podcast is all about men's mental health. Let's face it, although the younger lot are getting a lot better about talking about their heads, the older lot are a bit behind the curve. So we thought Rich could be the guinea pig. If he can talk about it, so can you. Iz is the voice of reason. If it all gets a bit middle-aged man moaning, she'll attempt to get us back on track. Each week we are joined by an amazing guest. We're talking big names in the mental health world, people in the public eye who have had their own mental health battles, and even James May, the statement teased. The first 3 podcasts will drop on the 27th of February, backed by Global. The pair signed off their statement. We cannot wait for you to hear our nonsense as we attempt to work out who we are now. Before long, the Hammonds' announcement was soon inundated with excitable reactions from their fans. Izzy is an emerging talent and great fun, if slightly bonkers, but that's where the joy is. Other guests lined up to appear on the podcast include Greg Wallace, Spencer Matthews, Dr. Alex George and Jodie Kidd.